You see here? Hi, guys and gals. Well, I thought that I'd try a tag. I just saw one from phekwig. I realize that I think it's a Dave Nicholson tag, but I had not seen it for, this week I haven't been on that much. But let's go. It's something all about firsts. So, first question. There's 26 questions, so I better move on. First tweet. Quite a few years ago, I do not use Twitter very much, but as it came out, I got an account pretty well, and it was probably something very big, like high. First YouTube video, that would be probably like 2008. It was a response to a video of the Fat Aussie Bastard, and I'd been on YouTube probably for about 2 years before that at least, but had never made any videos. First person that you subscribe to on YouTube could be Geriatric 1927 as well, or Graham and Friends in Australia, Fat Aussie Bastard, one of those. Probably Geriatric. First Facebook profile pic. I think it was one wearing my cowboy hat. Before Stone DC, I had somebody which I was calling Honest DC. Never caught on. Let me see. Do you still talk to your first love? Yeah, she's actually watching television downstairs. What was your first alcoholic drink? I'd say it was a beer. What was your first job? I talked about the other day. It was in a hardware store. What was your first car? It was a Chevy Nova. I got it in, I guess it was 1980. It would have been probably a mid-70s. I don't remember the year now. It was the most rusty car I've ever seen. It made the Flintstones car look like anyway. Okay, let's move on. Where was the first person to text you today? Nobody texts me today. Yesterday I got a text though from one of my friends here in town. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? Well, Andy was very diplomatic and said it was Cindy. I'd have to say it was the friends of ours that had lost a child lately. Who was your first grade teacher? Nicole Boutot was her name, and I actually had her sister, Lise, as my second grade teacher. You see, in small villages, things works in pairs. Okay, where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? That was when we went to England after my studies were over. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? My first best friend, I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but in the meantime I found that he's actually retired. Yeah, they retire younger in Canada, and has moved back to the family home, so maybe I'll be able to get back in touch with him. I'd lost track where he was. Where was your first sleepover? If I think of going and sleeping over at friends' places, not families or girlfriends or whatever you want to call it, whichever way you want to look at it. The sleepover was at a friend of mine's. Geez, I was most probably already a teenager. It would be when I was probably 14 or 15. What was the first thing you did this morning? Probably got up, went to the bathroom and cleaned my teeth or something like that. What was the first concert you ever went to? I was with my parents, and it was some type of country western concert. I don't remember who it was. First broken bone, never happened. First piercing, don't have one. First foreign country you've gone to? The United States. Actually, Andy, I wrote that in the comments. Didn't you consider the USA foreign country? You know something though, when I'm thinking about it, when we were kids, the United States wasn't really a foreign country. I mean, it was like, yeah, it was another country, but a foreign country would have been already, you know, like Mexico or something like that. The United States were our neighbors. And most of the time we have family over there. Okay, move on again. Let me see. First movie you remember seeing. So if I abstract the television, as Andy did, it would probably be at the drive-in theater in Richford, Vermont, which was a Yogi Bear movie that I remember at least. And there was The Sound of Music, which is the first movie that we saw in a movie theater in Cowansville, Quebec. Let me see now. When was your first detention? Well, if you mean detention after class, it's probably never happened. I had one of my first punishments, so to say, in third grade. I was talking too much in class. Who was your first roommate? That was when I started out in university. I don't remember his name because we weren't asked. You know, I had taken a double room and I was with somebody. That was the way it was. Not a great idea, but he was okay. I was lucky. If you had one wish, what would it be? I guess keep on being happy. What was the first sport you were involved in? As a child, probably handball. Sorry, not handball. Softball. We would play softball and hockey. And something that we could say competitive. The first time I was in something that was a real competitive sport was a jogging, a race, like kind of a jogging race. Okay. Where am I now? What is the first thing you do when you get home? Open the door. No, I think I take off my shoes and put on my slippers or something like that. When was your first kiss? That's not very difficult. It's on the 18th of August, 1980. Again. No, 1980. 1973. 1980 is when we got married. 1973 with the lady downstairs, Mrs. DC. Okay, that was a fun tag. I'll stop here. DC signing off. Take care, and I'll put this one up.